we're looking at 90 prime icon, Frank Lampard. He's high, medium, 3-star skill, 4-star weak foot. Can play CDM, cam, or centre mid. Really good statistics in terms of shooting, shot power, great passing stats, really good composure. A little bit lacking in that agility and balance, but we have gone for a shadow today, and I'll explain a little bit more in a minute. In terms of traits, we have got ourselves team player, power free kick, and then 2 CPU ones, so nothing too crazy there in terms of traits. We went for a shadow, and we'll talk about chemstyles, pricing, what I thought about the car, best position, and much more. The end review on Footbin. That being said, let's go jump into some gameplay, but have a word from today's sponsor first. Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select Foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. So into the game then, with Lampard, I've already played a couple games. He's going to play in a 4-2-2 system. So he's going to be playing as like a box-to-box, drive forward midfielder for us. His main job is to transition on attack. So say our opponent has a shot, or a shot goes wide and we have a goal kick, or we make a tackle, we need to intercept that and basically drive through as we get absolutely destroyed there by Muller. And that's going to be the thing today. Unfortunately, Rivals and Foot Champs gameplay is currently down at the minute. So the only thing I can do online play is friendlies or squad battles. And I'm pretty sure none of you want to watch a review in squad battles. But Lampard, we've reviewed his mid and his base on the channel already. So make sure you check them out. And like you can see here, so win the ball here and basically driving into the space. Looking for a pass. Good pass down. If we get a chance to score with him, we'll obviously take it. But mainly just orchestrating the midfield. But I am worried about his agility and balance already. Feels a little bit clunky on the left stick dribble. Again, driving in. He can play that pass almost every single time. He's going to open up the space in a second. Our opponent keeps driving forward. We will catch him out. Good little pace there. A bit slow on the left stick dribble like I mentioned, but his passing is so good. Again, outside the foot shot. That's a poor pass that time. Right, Lampard picks up the loose ball. Now we got ourselves a counter-attack. Lampard picks it up. Again, a bit slow in that transition, like I mentioned. That's disappointing. We actually had the upper hand there. He needs to move a bit better on the ball, that's for sure. But this sort of situation where he can drill the pass into there, he's absolutely unbelievable at doing that. And we do get ourselves an equalising goal from the Lampard movement. But in terms of making those long passes, he's really good at it. It is a bit slow running into transition, which is a bit disappointing. But we are kind of to expect that with his low agility and balance. But he can play that pass into that pocket every time. I know it looks like an easy pass, and some of them are. It's just in this situation here where he's got to try and drive. A bit slow. Back to Lampard again. Looking for that space. No problem. Again, open it up. To Ribery. To Mbappe. Gets a shot off. Unfortunately, not away with it. Reset the attack. Lampard from range. Oh, a bit unlucky there. Lampard. Oh, trying to get that shot off in between. Not a problem. In terms of him being lengthy, if you don't know how lengthy works, he gets quicker over time when he's sprinting with the ball or without it. And that is something that's really nice to have in midfield. But it's just trying to get him into full speed first. Lampard on the ball. Drills that pass straight away into that space. Now we've got the counter-attack underway. Right, Lampard sees Mbappe. Finds him outside the foot shot. A pass even. Great pass. And we get the bar with it. But you can see how quick is it drilling the ball at different angles. That's something I really like about Lampard. Haven't been able to get a shot off just yet. Or a clean shot, that is, without it being blocked. But if you get away from his body type and his pace, he's actually a really good card. Lampard again drills it in. Now got the counter attack. Can't quite get the pass off. Not a problem. Lampard on the ball. Drills it into Mbappe. Try and drive him forward just a little bit if we can. Yeah, what a pass out wide. No one has to help us here for a minute. Right, Petit's moved in. Now Lampard's creeping. Little dink off. One ball. Back to him. To Payet. Back to Lampard. Just trying to find that perfect pass through. And we don't find it, unfortunately. But you can see how we're using him in that role. It is half-time. It's 1-1. It's a really, really good game. Lampard's passing is one of the best I've used. Very, very similar to Pirlo. I will say, though, the transition into running is very slow. And that is difficult to use. But we are doing very well. We've been a bit unlucky not to have a couple more goals. But we're just going to keep going on as we are. Drilling these passes out. That's something I really like. If you like to have someone that's quite deep sitting there, I think as a cam, this card could be really dangerous. So you can see they're just executing a skill and then moving forward is not the best. As we've got ourselves Petit here. That was a hard pass. Right, we need to recover. He's got to do some defending now. Lampard on the ball. He's got Payet running through. Payet, great save. But you can see they're threading those through balls every single time. Let's have a look at his set pieces. So he's got 91, 84, 84, and 89. We're going to... Back to Lampard. He's got Payet at the top. Can he find him? Again, I can't keep saying it, but an unbelievable pass. It's a shame we didn't result into anything there, but you can see that pass, though. Lampard into the space. Play it back to him if we can. Got Payet clean through this time. He's got a lot to do, and that's an absolute unbelievable tackle from prime Rio Ferdinand there. Imagine getting through. Lampard's 1-on-1. And again, an unbelievable save from the goalkeeper. And that is the game, unfortunately. If you don't know, friendlies are skill-based matchmaking. We are in elite division, so we are playing against elite players. Like I said, the system's down. I'll show you in a second. But you can see here, Lampard got our best rating. Had 57 dribbles, completed at 61. He is very hard to use on the dribble. But his shooting was so unlucky not to get a couple goals there. But you can see here, we had 59 passes, 52 complete. There were long passes, short passes, across passes. His passing is unbelievable. I think he's way more suited as a cam. He can definitely play the box-to-box role. As you can see here, we only had one tackle at a success rate out of 3, so 33%. But he can definitely play in that role for sure. Let's jump onto Footbin now. So we are on Footbin, and we paid about 140,000 coins for him. As you can see here, compared to his, once I take the catalyst off, compared to his mid, he's got +8 pace, and to his base, he's got +1. But the shooting and passing, defensive, physical are way better on both cards. So I do think this is definitely the best option to go for. The big red flag for me is his average body type and his agility and balance being 65 and 62. That is something you need to be really concerned of. I went for a a shadow today to make him into a more box-to-box defensive / push-forward defensive midfielder, or a box-to-box cam, basically, or box-to-box midfielder overall. And his defending is lacking, so I do think now probably better to go for an engine, but it does make him controlled. So you got to look for a chem style that's going to boost up his pace as well as boost that up. So we have got ourselves a few options here, hopefully, in terms of being able to do that. But the big issue is his obviously his agility, which is a big red flag. So you got Guardian, which is something you could go for, but again doesn't really help with his pace. You got a Deadeye that boosts up his passing and shooting. A Hawk that does his shooting, his passing, and his physical. But there isn't anything here really to boost up that agility and balance unless you go for a basic. But again, his acceleration doesn't go up much. So you have got a couple decisions to make here. If you want to make him into a cam or a real attacking midfielder, I'd personally go for Hunter, or even, if you really want to, an engine to keep him uncontrolled. But if you want to play him more as a running through sort of cam, definitely a Hunter. In terms of defensiveness, it has to be a shadow and nothing else. But just be ready to deal with that left stick dribbling. His passing is out of this world. I had a couple more games off camera that I didn't record. His shooting was pretty good, pretty consistent. Not the best, not the worst. Does the job, gets it done. But his ability to play the space with the long through balls and the direct pass is absolutely fantastic. But as always, if you have any more questions about this card or any other card in the game, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, I do a lot of icon reviews, team of the year reviews, player reviews, how to grind, pack openings, and much more. So hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next video. See you.